My name is Nia. And I remember the first time I tried to speak English in a real-life situation. I had been studying online for months. But I was still nervous about talking to real people. One Monday morning, I woke up late and had to rush to a job interview. As I grabbed my bag, I said out loud, "I'm running late." That was the first phrase one used that day. It felt real. It was something I had heard in movies. And now I was saying it. When I got to the bus stop, I asked the driver, "Does this bus go downtown?" He smiled and nodded. I sat down, thinking. I just spoke English to someone I don't know. At the office, the receptionist asked if I had an appointment. I replied, "Yes. I have an appointment at 10 a.m. She pointed me to a chair and said, "Please have a seat." I had already used 4 phrases before my interview even started. And for the first time, I felt like English was a part of me. Not just something in a textbook. After the interview, I was hungry and decided to stop at a nearby cafe. The menu had so many choices. I stood in line, trying to think of how to order. When it was my turn, I smiled at the cashier and said, "Can I get a coffee?" "Please." The cashier replied, "Sure." "Anything else?" "That's all. Thank you," I said, as I waited for my coffee. I heard other people using small talk. One woman said to her friend, "How's it going?" Her friend smiled and answered, "Not bad. Just tired." I had studied this type of conversation, but hearing it in real life made it stick in my mind. These were not just words. They were phrases that helped people connect. When I picked up my coffee, I said, "Thanks a lot." The barista smiled and said, "You're welcome." That day, I used 3 more useful ESL phrases in just 20 minutes. I didn't even realize I was using them until I sat down. In that small cafe. English didn't feel scary. It felt like a tool I could use to live. Ask for what I need. And connect with people. When I got home, I saw my neighbor, Mrs. Thompson, watering her plants. I had never talked to her before, but I wanted to try. I walked over, smiled, and said, "Hi. How are you today?" She looked up and smiled warmly. "I'm doing well. Thank you." "And you?" I answered. "I'm good. Thanks for asking." It was a short conversation, but it made me feel brave. I had started a conversation in English without fear. She asked if I had just moved into the building. I nodded and said, "Yes. I moved here last month." We talked for a few more minutes before I said, "It was nice talking to you." That sentence felt strong and polite. Just the right way to end the conversation. Later, I realized I had used 3 more practical phrases. These phrases weren't complicated. They were simple, everyday expressions. But they made a big difference in helping me feel like I belonged. Every time I used a phrase correctly, my confidence grew. English stopped being a scary subject. It became a way to build real relationships. That night, I opened my notebook and wrote down all the phrases I had used during the day. I wanted to remember them and use them again. I listed them like this. I'm running late. Does this bus go downtown? Yes. I have an appointment at 10 a.m. Please have a seat. Can I get a coffee? Please. That's all. Thank you. How's it going? Thanks a lot. Hi. How are you today? It was nice talking to you. I read them aloud a few times. Then, I practiced using them in new situations. I imagined asking someone for directions or talking to a new coworker. The more I practiced, the easier they became. That's the magic of phrases. You don't have to learn 1,000 words. You can start with 10 good phrases and use them again and again. They help you sound natural. They help you think faster. And they give you the power to start real conversations. Weeks have passed since that day. But I still use those same 10 phrases. They're part of my daily English now. I meet new people and say, "Hi. How are you?" I go to shops and ask, "Can I get?" I thank people with, "Thanks a lot." And say goodbye with, "It was nice talking to you." These phrases are small, but they opened big doors for me. If you're an ESL learner, start with simple phrases. Use them again and again. Don't worry about grammar at first. Focus on speaking. Focus on connection. Every phrase you learn is a tool. And every time you use it, your confidence grows. You don't have to wait until you're fluent to start speaking. Start now. Start with 10 phrases. Use them at the store, at work, with friends. Make them yours. And one day, without even realizing it, you'll go from student to speaker. Just like I did. Vocabulary highlights. Phrase. A group of words with a special meaning. Appointment. A planned meeting. Receptionist. A person who greets visitors. Order, verb. To ask for food or drink. Small talk. Light conversation about simple topics. Neighbor, a person who lives near you. Confident, feeling sure and brave. Polite, showing good manners. Practice doing something again and again to improve. Conversation, a talk between two or more people.